today we need to harvest our garlic, and Mom is going to help me. Say hi, Mom.
Hi.
And we had hoped that it was going to be shaded back here, but it is not yet. So I think it's still 95 degrees, but there is a very nice breeze, and I don't have that much garlic, so I don't think it's going to take very long. But this is what it is looking like right now. So these are my hardnecks here. And as you can see, the tips are all drying out, and we have all of our leaves. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 of its bottom leaves are done, and that's kind of how you know when garlic is ready. It's pretty early this year. I don't think I harvested my garlic until sometime late July, early August last year. I can't remember exactly, but it definitely is earlier, but it came up a lot earlier too. So anyway, we're gonna get digging and see what we find. So you can see we have a nice thick layer of straw on this, which has been great, and it's kept everything really nice and moist. Normally you would pull this all off so that the ground can dry, because you can see it's pretty damp under here. Just because it'll make it easier to brush the dirt off of the garlic heads. But our ground turns into cement when it gets dry, so I didn't want to risk that. So we are just gonna pull it out now. So last year was the first year that I had ever dug garlic, and it was actually rather difficult to get out of the ground. It was a lot more difficult than I expected it was going to be.
I remember seeing you struggle to get those things out.
Yeah. Because last year I thought I was just going to be able to like pull them out of the ground, and that was not the case at all. So we are pulling back the mulch here, and actually we'll dig them. There's lots of little bugs under here. Oh joy.
This is no time to get squeamish. Do you have something to put the garlic in? Do you want me to go get something to put it in?
Just leave it here.
Okay.
Here, you stay. I'll move down.
Didn't you say you have had garlic right up till just lately?
Yeah, I think we even might still have a head that is fresh down in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we don't, we just use the last one. And I still have a lot of it in the freezer.
These are good sized bulbs too.
Oh, I didn't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Well,
those plants down there were the smallest though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're comparable to what you get in the store.
Yeah. They're pretty good. Digging for garlic, like digging for potatoes or carrots, is always so much fun because it's a mystery what you're going to get until it comes out of the ground. Oh, I suppose I shouldn't bury my garlic in the mulch.
So did you plant 2 different kinds again this year?
Yeah, only 2 though. 1 softneck and 1 hardneck. The softneck is in Chelium red, and at the moment it is escaping me what the hardneck was. It wasn't the chestnut red. What was it? And yeah, the soil definitely did dry out enough.
Yeah.
That it's not too hard to knock the dirt off them. They still are going to have to go air dry to get everything off and to let the green die off. But look at this. This is super interesting. So last year I had a lot of these kinds of things, but they were much further up on the stalk. But they're like these little second heads. And apparently it's something that happens with this type of garlic. But yeah, I don't know why it does it. We've gotten into our hardneck now. I'm gonna let Mama finish doing the soft necks down there. And I want to say I planted something like 120 cloves or something like that. And I don't think that I got, oh, well, I know everything didn't germinate, but I got a pretty good amount. So
Yeah.
these guys should be bigger, and they're going to be much deeper.
Oh, they're going to be a bigger variety of clove?
They should be, yeah.
Head?
In general, they should be larger.
So what are the advantages to being a soft neck or a hard neck?
So the soft neck are the ones that you get in the store, pretty much. In fact, I don't think you can ever get hard necks in the store because they don't store very well.
Oh.
The soft necks are the ones that store really well. But hard necks do better in cooler climates like this.
Oh.
And you get the garlic scapes from hard necks and you don't from soft necks.
And that, I just read about that, and I don't understand. What's the scape? What does that mean?
I picked all of them, so.
Oh.
But it's the,
What do you
it's
do
the
with
flower
them?
stalk. It comes up here.
Yeah.
And it kind of curls. They're actually really pretty. You just use them like garlic. I just ground mine all up and froze it
Oh, okay.
in little pucks.
That's what I kind of thought it might be the flower stalk.
But that's why you really never see garlic scapes in the store, because commercial growers just don't grow it.
Here's another one of those little guys.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a big
Isn't
one.
that so funny?
Yeah.
This is another one of the soft necks that has that second head. So bizarre. I do want to keep them separated.
I see that you had irrigation.
Yeah, I just never turned it on.
You didn't have it on, though.
Didn't have it hooked up.
That would have made him a little bit bigger, I think.
Well, except see how damp the ground is.
It's really wet, yeah.
And, I haven't watered this for over a week now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that water was ever the problem.
Okay.
I think it might have been that so they came up really early in March because we had that really warm March.
Oh, but then we had that
And then we
cold.
had all that cold for 2 months.
Yeah.
But they were already all up. So it probably stunted them a bit.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And just like that, we are almost done. Oh, this one's a good size one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good.
All right. I'm gonna put the mulch back around these potatoes. And actually, I'm gonna put the mulch back around the whole thing because I don't really want weeds to grow in it. Well, you guys, this is it. This is our garlic harvest for 2024. We definitely got some good sized heads, but we did also get quite a few little guys. So, but overall, I'm pretty pleased with the harvest. And these are our hard necks here. These definitely didn't get nearly as big as they were last year. But like we were saying, I think it's because they came up really early with the warm weather, and then we had 2 really cold months, and I'm sure that just didn't help anything at all. So because this didn't take us very long, I think maybe a total of 15 minutes,
maybe 20.
maybe? Yeah. It was really fast. But this now actually needs to get spread out to cure, and it needs to cure for about 2 weeks. So I'm just going to put it in on the floor in the shed, and then we will come back, and when we are ready to put this into storage, I will bring you back then.
We missed one. Okay.
It is time to do something with our garlic. It is fully cured, so we are going to get it cleaned up and possibly try and braid the softneck garlic, but I'm not sure. They might be a little too dry at this point. Let me go grab them. All right, they are dropping like flies. But I think there is still enough flexibility in them to be able to braid them. So maybe get a couple braids out of them. But first, the thing we need to do is the hardneck garlics. They are not braidable. That's kind of one of the downsides of hardneck garlic. So I'm just going to clean off any of the extra dirt that's left on them, cut off the stem and most of the roots, and just get them ready to go inside. And you don't want to try and take away too much of the paper, because that is what helps it store. Although I think I mentioned earlier when we were picking them that the hardneck garlic does not store as well as the softneck. And then I did see this one. It has split. So this is going to need to get used right away because this won't store well at all. Yeah, actually it looks like I nicked this when we were digging it up. So one of these cloves is not even good at all at this point. So last year, my hardneck garlic, it didn't even really last for a couple of months before it started going bad. So I think I'm probably just going to bring these all in and immediately process them and turn some into garlic powder. And then the rest will just get ground up, and either I'll peel it and just freeze it as peeled whole garlic, or I will grind it up like I did last year. So then it's just really easy to throw in a pot if you need to use it. I actually, oh, there's another one that got nicked. Just ordered my garlic for planting this fall. And this next year, I am only going to do hardneck. I might change my mind to get some softneck, but for the moment, I've only ordered hardneck. Although both of the hardneck varieties I ordered are long storage, so supposedly they should last until spring. By the way, I don't think I remembered what my hardneck variety was, this variety here, and it is Chesnock Red. All right, gonna just go dump this out in the compost, and we'll start on our soft. So our soft neck, I will do the same thing. I'll just kind of clean them up and cut off the roots. But then I'm going to, maybe the really long ones, I'll cut some of the top off, but I'm going to leave them mostly whole. Last year I did a different form of braiding. It wasn't actually braiding, but this year I think I'm going to actually try to braid. So I'm just going to get these all cleaned up. And then some of them are not going to work. And in fact, this is one of those ones that has the bulbs that kind of grew above the bulbs. And I think that they tend to not do very well. So I'm going to pull the little guys off, and then these I'll also use on the quicker side. This actually feels like a hard neck. All right, well, so I didn't press play, but thankfully I still have some to braid. But here's my first one. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. All right. So all I did was I took some string and made it long enough so I can double it over. I think this one will be quite a bit shorter. There's not as many left here. And then I just made the two ends strings equal and put a big one in the middle, and then one on each side. Oh, that one's not going to braid. This is actually probably going to be a very short one. That's okay. Oh, I needed to tie this. And I totally made this up. So, because the way I did this last year was not really braiding, and it worked, but I don't know, I actually kind of like the look of this better. So and then literally just start braiding and adding as I go. Okay, not sure what happened here, but I think they were just a little too brittle. My other one turned out much better. Of course, it was the one that didn't get filmed. That's okay. Oh, hi. Yeah, so we have a few little missing gaps, but that's all right. I am still happy with them. And they actually stored really well in this way last year. I mean, we still had fresh garlic all the way up until about a month ago. So, and they were the same variety. These are the Inchellium Red. So here we are. And here we have it, you guys. This is our 2024 garlic. And I went back and looked at my order that I did for my seed garlic last year, and I ordered 2 pounds of garlic, and I don't know, I would guess this is somewhere around 5 pounds. I'll definitely weigh it, and I'll put it up on the screen what it ends up being. In fact, I'll weigh them separately even, so I can tell you guys exactly what I got from each of them. But it's definitely a smaller harvest, I'm pretty sure, than last year. I didn't weigh it last year. I'm not sure why I didn't weigh it. I don't think I did. I'll have to go back and look. But it feels like this is less than last year, especially my hardnecks. But we had way more garlic than we needed. I still have a ton in the freezer from last year, so this will be more than enough for a year's worth of garlic for us. All right, well, we will be back in, let's see, it is almost the beginning of August, if you can believe it, and we will probably be planting our 2025 garlic in mid-October-ish, probably somewhere in there. And so that is when we will come back to our garlic. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.